right, welcome back to the Social Scene Podcast. And we were just looking at things that have been trending lately. Vibes Cartel is out, and people are preparing for the summit. But anyway, we are also preparing for the summit, while we're also part of the delegates. Is it?
Yeah,
you see now. But anyway, I would like to say a big shout out to the guys behind the scenes. You know, they're going to be talking to us. We got Nyasha, we got Zero, we got Mkomano sneakers. Yeah, rooting some sneakers. You know, like I said, this podcast is all about supporting everybody. You understand? Yeah. So you're gonna be seeing him on the cast. He's gonna be there. And mind you, my brains are it's not brains, you know. But to also go big. So if you support us more, and if you subscribe on our YouTube channels, Facebook, Instagram, and X, definitely, probably these brands are going to be coming through and sponsor us, you see. But we're not saying we specifically want these brands to sponsor us. We are just young people who are trying to be creative enough because we know these things. Anyway, this time I'm not going to start with asking Miss Peach, right? I'm going to start by asking Sasha.
No, babes.
Hey. Fight come mistake. I'm
gonna ask babes.
But still, I think tokonongo endrana. Tokonongo jika. Guys, tokonongo jika se funny panapa. Ndrungona my likes. Varungu kana nema comments aruti ndiji. Aruti ndiji ndo bandajika maize. Yeah. So, lately, you know, last week I was on my way to Gweru. And I had a friend whom I'm not going to mention on this podcast because my rights of mentioning that friend of mine's name, I don't know, I'm going to own the Maripa podcast on its own. But anyway, those who know the friend, they know. If you know, you definitely know. I had a friend, and we were going to Gweru. And it's a she, actually. And she said, my guy, inini ndongo farra komana vanongo nditaurira kuti nizo sha inini I just want to smash. And didn't come and that handotokuda zvekudaro but iye achingoda ngosmasha. Is better munhu akandudza chokwadi kuti I just want to smash. Totongoita zvekusmash. Ene ndotoenda smash handisina kupinda nemoyo because ndiri kuziva kuti hapana ma feelings. You understand? Then mukomana anondinyebera kuti hey aiwa inini nditori serious about things and all of that. So that came out and ndikabva ndati but unoona I don't want to give my opinion yet. But what do you prefer? Nowadays, do you prefer a guy telling you straight, Asha, we just want to play. I just want to play with you. And will you accept that? Sasha?
I think
I'm not going to say babes anymore. That was bad.
I think I need to take a sip if I answer that one. Okay. Yeah, because I think the girl was right. I also, personally, I would prefer someone who just come straight, come clean to me. Okay, hey, we playing, yeah, because the moment you start acting serious with me, you don't come clean to me, you don't tell me your intentions with me. With we ladies, we are too committed. So the moment you come to me like you want a serious relationship, I'm going to take that serious. And then I'm going to try my best to prove that I can be the one. So I'm going to block the other guys who want to come to me. We have good intentions, in fact. We have got good intentions. We want to do something serious with me. Now, I'm going to to you're pretending because you just want to smash, Jay. You don't want to pay the bills, you don't want to do things.
But ona Sasha. Inini ndikaza pretenda ka. Ndikakudza zvishwa ndoda usmash anditi. That means kuti pane ma transactions acha involve in the process.
It simply means that.
And inini ndikatanga kuda kuinvolve ma transactions. Zvakafanana kuna ngoenda kumandava. Okay, for those who don't know Mandava is the biggest bus terminus in Shavade. I'm just going to go to Mandava, no Torachi, touch line. It's like my avenues. You understand? For those who are in Harare. You understand? I don't know. Pitch, okay. To talk about my babe.
Well,
pitch out.
It depends. Is the man married or not?
Well, it could be both.
Okay, maybe let me talk for both. For the instance, maybe we're talking about a married man right here. Kanotiti, but scenario are married. You can't tell me that you want something serious with me when you have your wife.
All right.
I'm just going to come out clear. there's this man who is married.
Oyo!
So it was like, okay, I'm really serious about you and I really want to marry you. Okay, we're going there, okay, it's fine. But then, what about your wife? Auntie, you have your wife.
Probably they're
yes.
having problems with the wife. I don't know. What's your take?
My wife is just a friend.
Or maybe,
You know the excuse. The excuse is we're not serious.
We're not serious.
We're
We're fighting. Like I just married her because she was pregnant, and something like that. But at times you just have to come off here like, hey, I'm just paying your bills. I'm just giving you money. Because at the end of the day, if it's nothing serious, you have to pay my bills and I have to give you sex.
Sex is transactional, ladies and gentlemen. That's what she is trying to say. That if there are no feelings that are involved, sex is transactional.
You do me,
Somebody give me the shorts. Somebody's gonna give me the shorts. You know what I'm talking about? I think I need some shorts on this one. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I know.
Sex is transactional. It is transactional. That's what she said. So, to the men now. If sex becomes transactional, T1, tell me.
T1.
Yo. Oh.
If it becomes transactional,
then
definitely you walked in our baby to somebody after the pizza sports and drop bad. How do you feel? Are you gonna
not less than 50?
Yeah. Because the andu my baby
transport fee, the food that I'm gonna eat, everything.
Obviously to tsara ungaveta pa Maria. She kana night. Because at start ungaro my short time because my short time unozoti toda football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Like when sex becomes transactional, it comes to a point where you just need to prepare to your budget in terms of the type of ladies you want to spend time with. For me, I would go for someone who I know she's worth paying for, because at the end of the bill, at the end of the day, it's all about paying bills.
So you're actually willing to be paying for sex?
No,
but we're talking about sex.
Wait. I'm saying in the sense like, even if I try to run away from it, at the end of the day, nigga just needs to get some, bruh. So that's what I'm saying. Okay. Like when I do want to get some, obviously I need to be bearing gifts, because that's the only love language they understand.
And if you can't afford them, siana najo.
You know what they say?
Siana.
So if you're not strong in the pocket, just don't bother. Don't go there.
My black bone, I say bingo.
Those are
It's nothing personal.
No, it's true.
All the black bones watching.
They should know. We need to know.
Yeah,
my black bones. I say bingo.
Tell us.
It's nothing personal.
This is the war that has been waged.
My
black bones.
Being
Sasha is waging war.
Yeah.
I mean yellow, like naturally yellow. No.
My way. So I'm going to bleach. That's my yellow bone. Yo, if you're bleaching. I didn't say
Yeah, what's your take about people who bleach?
Right, actually, let's talk about bleaching. You guys are, I don't know, because when don't want to say my Jackson, because that's my Jackson, and I will not you cannot really see. But you know what? I actually dated someone.
Do you know?
For almost 6 months, and I didn't know even her yellowness was through the injections. I actually thought it was natural.
Love is blind. You were in
damn.
My kidneys.
You couldn't say it.
All right. Tell me, you asked something, right?
Yeah, it was about bleaching.
Yeah. Who are you asking?
It was just a question.
I can just answer that one. Okay. What I can tell you is that.
My eyes. My eyes. 2 minutes.
What I can just tell you is that information bleach or not true. Why should I become black? Information. If bleaching, if you're okay with bleaching, just like what they say about alcohol, if your happiness is in alcohol, focus on alcohol. If yours is in porridge, focus on porridge. So if you find joy in bleaching, go for it. Yeah. Why should you give a damn about people actually talking about it? Because people are gonna judge you anyway. So you might as well do whatever the hell you feel like doing.
So what Sasha is saying is that if you wanna bleach, go and bleach.
Go for it, girl. Don't listen to people, because people will talk either way. You black or light, they'll talk.
At the end of the day,
and I wanna enhance my skin actually.
For real?
For real, I wanna go for the injection.
Okay.
Then you'll be white.
Then I'll be white.
Bleaching.
Anna, it's okay. Sasha is actually correct. Like if you feel like doing things for yourself, like do it. You have to do it. Because at the end of the day, maybe you're just going to be melanin. In me, personally, I wish I was a little bit, darker. The darker, the better.
Okay.
But of course, it's something that I cannot change. If only they had injections, they could know because at the end of the day, if you are light in complexion, you have to take good care of yourself, like sunscreen, then a lot. If I'm going to take a pimple, take my hormones, the next thing, a dark spot and all that.
You see?
It's something that I'm really not, confident about, personally. But yeah, it's your body after all, and you have to do anything just to, feel comfortable. And my skin that you're running, what choose and all that. At the end of the day, sexual and waiter.
All right, so I cannot speak on behalf of the ladies, but on behalf of the men, if you are a man and you're probably bleaching, my guy, I want to tell you, you're not you cannot be in my circle. You cannot be in my circle of my guys. You know what I'm saying? If you're a guy and you happen to be bleaching, you will not be in my circle.
It's a turn off.
It's a turn off.
It's a turn off for me.
But
once I see your knuckles dark,
mind you, please, don't take this political, because I know good bleacher, but don't take it too personal or political. If you're a guy and you happen to be bleaching.
But uncle, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think if you just try a little, not much, just one injection?
Plus, there's a funny thing. Hands is on for bleacher. And no matter how you bleach, hands by the center stage will always be black. What's your take on that?
You gotta go out there, look for the one who's bleaching. You come back with an answer for us.
My guy, let's be. You can't move to my other guy.
Yeah, that's very true. I agree. Like for real.
Are you talking from experience? Or you just...
Yeah, it sounds like that.
I'm for real. Like I'm just saying, most people they just like more worried about the outside, forgetting the inside. There will come a time when we'll be like, no, it's just me and you in the room. If the light is not turned off, then it's a turn off. You get it?
Okay.
Yeah.
I got that.
That's a bar. Can you pull that one? Can you pull that one?
Do it in the dark.
Can you pull that one? What did you say, my guy? No, they didn't hear you quite well. What did you say?
As long as the light is off,
yeah,
it's good. But as long as you turn on the lights on, it's a turn off. Like you get it.
I get it.
Yeah, people are actually focused on the things they shouldn't be focused on because the inside is what matters when I'm with you. If you can fix that for me, obviously I'll be blinded with everything. So if there's an answer for that, I'm going for them. But if not, I'm sorry.
It's my light.
Okay, that's too dark.
Okay, I like that. Okay, as we are still talking about relationship matters, I don't want to delve in too much, but do we still have ladies in... Okay, I will not talk about Zimbabwe, but do we still have ladies, African ladies, who can be able to take a guy out
Of course.
and actually pay the bills?
Yes, we are in the room.
Let's just say on a scale out of 10, we guys are the ones who are voting. I'm just going for a 4 out of 10. They are there, but they are few.
There are few.
Yeah.
And
the
okay.
other two out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this, we got ladies who are willing to be paying for your bills.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're going to be going out for lunch or supper or on a Friday, or sometimes they can actually pay your rent. Huh?
Fuel is on me, babe.
Can you imagine?
Now the problem comes.
Yeah.
The problem comes when the ladies pay the bills.
Yeah.
I saw this from one of Shadia's posts. Right? They say that when the ladies pay the bills, you no longer have the masculinity for men. What's your take on that?
Okay. I'll answer on men. You become the wife.
The wife.
In simple terms, just become the wife.
You can speak there. You're close to the camera. You can become the wife.
Yeah.
Koma nema eyes ari kure manje. Koma nema eyes. Because bamwe anenge ari kutodyawo nemabhebhi. Koma nema eyes uri kuti chiko. Can you be able ku provide nebhebhi ugoramba uri murume kana kuti unopezera wa mukadzi omwe?
profits from both sides.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Okay.
Pitch out.
So in it, I think, Kuti, I don't know, it's within men. Men actually feel inferior when that happens. Not because, Kuti, you're supposed to be, but it's just normal. It's called gender equality for something. You see, it's called 50-50 for something. But if Peach does this, I'm now under. I'm the guy, I'm doing this. I remember asking for airtime. I was like, okay, I sent my boyfriend a message like, babe, you take your airtime. Right? Then he was like, so you think that I cannot afford airtime? You think that I cannot buy airtime? I was like, you know. But of course, I understand.
It's that psychological effect that grew on us while we were growing. We have to agree to some point that we were raised. For us to be who we are as men, we came through that stage where you're taught how to become a man, where you're taught like you shouldn't cry, you need to take care of the family, you need to be providing. Well, like, so when you fail to do that, you feel like you're failing to be that person or that idea you once had. Maybe one day where we say like we're living in a world where we're living in a judge-free world, that can happen. But as long as this cycle of us boys or men being taught how to take care of the family in a certain way, you just need to suffer the pain. Because when you talk about like 50-50, I'm a little bit confused really. Are we saying, is it equal on all ages, like on all ends? Are you saying that the woman like has the same ruling power as the man in the house or in the bedroom and all about that? Because as a man needs to know a little bit of submission.
Can I also answer? Can I put it this way? This thing, let me speak in Shona. There's this thing that is happening these days. If you notice, a lot of women are not really married. So in order for them to get the men they want, in order for them to attract them, they use this, they're hiding behind the word independent women. So they're not calling themselves independent. I can buy my man this, I can take him out, I can do this for him. It's not because they're doing it wholeheartedly, but because they want the attention of the man. So we've got men who are lazy, you know, who doesn't want to man up in the world. They just hide behind those ladies' skirts. You can see that a 30-year-old lady is actually taking care of a 25-year-old because it's his boyfriend. Because the guy just wants free money, easy money.
You guys spoke
and then
about
on the other hand, we can do that. If my boyfriend, in fact, is lovely, is taking care of me, is doing things for me, I can also feel like it's fine. I have to do the same. Babe, where are you? Okay, we're going out for lunch. The bill is on me. I don't even mind buying my boyfriend gifts and all that because it's 50-50 in a good way.
Okay.
So Jiripa too.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, tinemukomana futi anogona kutionesa akambopinda ma situations kumbo ese ekuita take care of women nikuti wo take care of by women.
Yeah.
Mukomana ma eyes. Tutaurire kuti what do you think about this nyaya? 50-50
of a woman taking care, but at once baby atanga kuprovide at the end, you won't even have a way to say. Even akatoka patina 8 anogona kuita danchi kwafu. And since ari munhu ari kukupa mabucks auite daro. Ngokuti madam vangu achitase vangu vachingwa vangwa.
Okay.
But manje inozosvika pa to an extent yekuti wewe unoramba zvichikurwadza. So the only option yaunokwanisa kutongoita is just walk away from the relationship. That's my word of advice. kutongosiyana zvotsvaga munhu aunoita sei
Thank you.
But no, Sipo, that applies to lazy men. Because if you guys are working, both of you, and you're affording, I don't think there will be that situation. Unless you are lazy, you are the Benten, you just want to get free.
It's like whenever you get
let me give we are going to tell something.
Okay. I'm actually going back to what Sam said. Sam said part 2. Which anozita, of course, achida, like, babe, we're in this together. Your money is my money. You see. So if you buy me lunch, I buy you lunch too. If you do me, I do you. Do unto others just like what you want them to do for you. Right. Then there is the other issue. Yakuti, I'm just trying to impress the men, because men are of the view that if maybe she is independent, then that's it. Since you all say ladies are after money, then I'm independent. I don't want your money. I will buy you whatever that you want. I can even pay your bills. I can buy you the sneaker that you want, of course, just to prove you wrong.
Right. Iwewe Peach. Peach. Unokwanisa here to take care of a man expecting nothing in return.
Yeah. As long as I'm, in love, like all in. I can't do that.
Ladies are committed. I can still do things for you and still respect you, give you the respect that you deserve.
We can
but it's
even
not all
break
ladies.
up.
We are here. Peach,
no, you guys are making it seem as if all the ladies are like that.
Try me.
And when I want to start getting into my personal story, I'll get emotional.
Like it's different.
Because I've been through that.
You'll be asking questions like, where are these type of people?
You know what I'm saying?
We
but
are
you're not getting them.
No, Uncle, it's simple. Since you called me babe, you can as well try with me.
Try. She's here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got Sasha, who's giving me a jackpot.
Be here.
She's my type. But you know what? They're gonna say that you are from the streets. Because a lady cannot ask a guy out.
Oh, so I should wait.
What you have said on the podcast, they're gonna say that we are from the streets.
Nah.
Yeah, because you think a lady cannot do this. What I second kumba, then bring nothing to the table. It's a problem to men. If I buy something, it's not a problem to your ego. If I'm just there sleeping and waiting for you to come back, then I would have cooked supper, and then maybe I'll be wanting sex from you and you'll be too tired. Then it's a problem.
Let's still go back in the streets to look for ladies who can take care of them. Yeah, boy?
T1, what's your take?
Seems like we're all getting personal with it.
Yeah, we're getting, because I'm about to get too personal. It's getting stimulated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And
have you ever seen that some things, like, they're only good before you actually get to do them? When it's on the basis where we're figuring out and telling each other whatnot, you will see that we'll be telling one another that, no, we're going to stick with each other all the way. But in reality, just like 2 weeks down the line, I'll be the one nagging. That same girlfriend was just here saying she can take care of me. It's because, like, women, they just want us guys to just go out there and find the bread, then come back home. And if we're not doing that as men, it's a problem. We cannot really wait for the women. I'm like, no.
It's like the Bible says that
we cannot.
As men, we were meant to be providers.
Exactly.
Right? Men should provide.
Then if you are the provider, why would you expect me to bring something to the table? I bring nothing to the table.
No, but then, change the change.
Myself.
Sometimes I can get fired from my job.
Exactly.
While I'm married to you, And
a backup.
I need that backup.
Once I become the backup, you feel inferior.
No, you guys start showing us the size.
No, you know what I've noticed?
To you guys.
What I've noticed
because you know
men,
what's gonna happen. Let me tell you. You are gonna come back late. And if I ask you why you came back late home, you're gonna tell me I had a meeting. I had a meeting that was late, and I'm providing. I cannot provide you when I come back at 4 p.m.
Can I say something on that note?
And I can't say anything.
Problem.
So at the end of the day, this whole thing of 50-50, I just want to give an overall thing. You guys spoke about all your thoughts about this thing. At the end of the day, this thing of 50-50, that's why way back, according to patriarchy, we might say patriarchy is bad. But this whole thing, at the end of the day, I want to be honest. The reason why a man was meant to be stronger, bigger in any ways to the woman was because they knew the problems that would come when a woman becomes stronger or bigger. I don't know.
We are stronger.
Yeah.
already.
Can I say
You
something?
guys, you're
on that
stronger, but
end?
in another way. And we are not saying that you guys
Different
are not
from-
important.
yeah.
Women are important because that's where we come. We pass through you guys. We have to be in your womb for 9 months, and we have to. But when it comes to marriage patterns, I feel like a woman is just supposed to be taking care of the kids, at home, taking care of all the other things, while the man goes out there to hustle for the woman.
And look for
And
another
just-
woman.
Exactly.
No,
You know,
because if he can afford, if he can afford, if she's getting what she needs.
What's the problem?
What's the problem
there?
of me getting another wife?
That's
If
the
I
problem. That's the
Uncle,
problem
can I
with
say
the
something?
50-50.
Can I say something about this 50-50? The problem with men, the actual problem, that something that I've noticed, men doesn't want to feel challenged. If I start going to work and even maybe earning more than you're earning, you feel challenged.
it's because we know the consequences.
No,
of being challenged.
besides the consequences, I still give you the respect that you deserve. I still come back home to cook for you, sex you, do every household code that a woman should be doing for your husband. I'll be doing all those things, but because you feel challenged, because now I'm working. Oh, if I tell you that I delayed, sorry, I came back home late because I was in a meeting with a guy, or meeting just to work in J. You start thinking, oh, she was out with the boyfriend. But it's easy for you to say, babe, sorry, I'm home at 2 o'clock because I had a meeting, I had a breakup, I had to go
now
out,
it
drink
comes
with the boys.
back to the issue of 50-50.
Yeah.
It can never be 50-50.
It can never.
You can never come back at home at 12 like I go to the club.
Why?
Because I go to the club to
You're the
mix
mother
and
of my
associate
kids. You're the
business.
mother of my
Mix and
kids.
You're
mix
the mother of
with
my kids. You're
ladies,
supposed to be with my
with
kids.
ladies.
Our kids.
With
You're supposed to be
ladies.
with our kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
You're the
about?
mother of my kids.
You're that. I
So
don't know.
if we go there together, what's gonna
family.
look
There
there
should
for
be
the
a
family?
dad, there should be a mom.
Complete
whatever
family.
Whenever that we get to have maybe family time, you should be present.
And
Thank
that
you.
weekend, right?
Weekend starts on a Thursday. So what do you mean?
Weekends on a normal on normal basis. Weekend is
Come on.
supposed to be a family days. Weekend you're supposed to spend them with your family, children, grandchildren, cats, dogs, your wife. And
Saka madini ndo maita sei. Madini ndo mawana kupi.
It's okay.
If I cannot go out there and meet, right now
You do them
we are
during the day.
at Lowland, and we are at Lowland. Where am I going to meet Uncle Rich, right? Who's the manager of
If you
this
stay
this
home.
place? If I stay home with family, where am I gonna get Uncle Rich to say, yeah, you guys can do your podcast at my place?
Okay, it's okay. From Monday to Friday, I'll be at work. I'm a woman. And maybe on weekends, I would want to meet with my clients because I'm selling perfumes.
As your husband or not
You
accept
see?
that. You see?
money as well.
Okay.
I'm
Me personally, number one thing, I'll never allow my wife to be doing that. Okay, sorry, I will say nuka, but not like I'm dissing, because I know that most ladies are doing that
You
thing.
mentioned-
I will not allow I will not allow my wife to be selling those.
why?
Well, I'll give it. I'll make sure, because the problem comes when they lie to us. I got a client who wants my AirPods products and
And
my
I'll go to
Inuka
deliver the
products
perfume.
ASAP. And that client wants these things right now in Mandara.
You know what's funny?
And the client is a guy.
You see, that's the worst part of
It's
it.
funny. It's
And this guy keeps on buying perfumes every week. Who finishes a perfume every week? You see?
Okay, that's so funny. In the sense that it's easy for a man to say that I'm going out on a trip tomorrow with another lady.
Yeah, with
right. But if I with Peach, so it's Uncle Kyle going on a trip with Peach. It's her colleague. I should understand that he's going out with Peach. Okay, here comes the trip for my workplace. I have to go to a trip, maybe in Botswana, with a male for like a week. That becomes a problem.
Yeah.
But it's easy for you want me to accept that you're going with Peach. Okay, I have to understand that without questioning you. But when it comes to me, you have to question me. You have to know whatever we'll be doing.
You'll be sleeping.
Yeah, but even if you
When we
video
do
call me and I tell you, sorry, I was busy with something, you won't understand. But if
Show
I
me
video
around.
call you, nah.
Put the tumbler on your on the TV.
No,
I wanna
sleep.
see where
Put
you
your
are.
phone on the video and sleep. I'll wake you in the morning.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, do not botora my eyes. So we're gonna take another commercial break, right? Because my eyes are simple post. So yeah, remember this is the social scene right here, and like I said, we are coming to you live from Roland Golf Club. And I got Peach, Mishel Pichi. I got T1. I got Sam or Samantha or Sasha. you know. I had a mistake, but atanga kutaura nchiti babe, you know, because naona kakaita unga kababe kani nice kani wagwad. But anyway, it is what it is. And I also got the guy. So tata mwina break, and now we have changed ka meditation. Vamwe kuda vasiya zvimwe zvakazara, zvimwe zviri zvishoma. But about this time, tiri kungochinja meditation a little bit. You understand? And like I said, Tawanda tiri muzvishawani, and the social scene is a podcast that leaves no stone unturned. Yeah, so everybody is welcome. We're gonna be even having more people on the social scene, more guests, you know, so that you understand. A lot of people just think that things have got to start from Harare. Yet people from Harare also want to know what's happening in other towns, because now they are just stuck. They have DJ Ola's podcast, they have the Danny J show, they have Mr. Nyams or whatever, Zim Celebs. But we also trying to new things from outside the town. We have got very talented people. But anyway, I know kuti munowanzira zvishani muchitaura kuti hanzi asikana mushani ukaona wakabata pizza hanzi utonga wakabata matitle deeds. Guys, haasi munhu wese akasara wokuzvishavani.
Right.
Anditi ende zvishavani, if you even look, my big guys mamwe acho aritoya kuzvishavani because ane maminds, you know,
that's where the money
and my big guys enyari kuspenda nemukuharare.
They're coming from the show.
Atobva kuzotora mari kushawani. Saka chiimagine now kushawani kwane MSU red, you know, the campus.
Right.
Kwane campus MSU kushawani. Apa futi ndokurutorwa mari.
Plus you got money in Shawani, you got gold, you got platinum, you got a lot of things, you know.
Inyaya yangu ndekuti vanorarama here vanoipa MSU nevanhu vanotora mari.
Why not? Pamwe ndokutora mari yevanhu vanoipa MSU. You may never know, you know.
Okay.
Kwanza pana noganzira jesha.
Tinemugeva posto.
Yeah.
Tinemugeva ari paposto.
Yeah. If you come with the right price, you know, you can always buy them. At the end of the day, that's what we're saying. Because shawani kune mara mana. I think you know that. Yeah.
I remember someone telling me, you in Shawani, ingamuri kumari. You know, tenderera. I was like, yeah.
And do you know the video raga trend? Same dread. A lot of people have been told about same dread, same dread this, same dread that.
I actually know the person who shot that video, but I'm not gonna say.
Same dread raga trend from a video raga torwa from Shawani, guys.
Yeah.
But vanhu vekwarare nemama bloggers akatoita kunge pamwe ndo aitwa kunoko.
Right.
But ndo dzimwe mbinga dzatutaura kuti dzine mari dzinogona kufamba nenduwe maclubs. Kana mari yawandisa, you can be naked.
Yeah.
And people will be like, even Kadora will be like, wow, it's so cute.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Cute thing.
Oh, shit.
No, I'm just saying. No, honestly, when you got money and the power, you know what I'm saying? And the influence too. So when you have money, you've got power. So, inini if mukanditisa mari, kana mukatitisa mari, ndikukutaurirai. I'm gonna be reckless with money, but I don't know what I'm gonna do.
But so should we expect to see you in the future walking in the public with underwear?
Right now, when I got no money, I don't think I would want that. But because I don't have that much money, so I don't know what I'm gonna be like, because money changes people.
Which leaves me with a question. With a question, Right now you're humble, you're hanging out with us because you do not have money, that much money. So if you've got money, I think
do you think I don't have money?
No. Wait, you and I will still have an unfinished business, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna figure
because
out
I called you babe in the first
and I accepted that, and I said I want to be your babe. So,
okay.
So, but I want to ask you, Kuti, fam, you know what happens with money in fam? How do you think fam will change you?
Well, first thing I want to tell you is that I have seen it in Holy 10. No offense for all the fans of Holy 10. No offense.
I'll say none taken on his behalf.
Yeah. The truth is, I've seen it in Holy 10. Holy 10 is a very talented artist. A very talented artist. And some people are gonna be saying, "Oh, tips, man. Hey, what,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?" But yes, I'm tipsy. But when people are tipsy, they say the truth.
Okay.
And because a lot of people are afraid to hear the truth. This is the truth.
Like there's this actual phrase which says a drunk man's thoughts are a sober man. Like a drunk man's thoughts are a sober man's like thought.
Exactly.
You know.
It makes sense what you're saying. You know,
Because so a drunk man, I'm trying to get it right. A drunk man's actions are a sober man's thoughts. Right, I got it. So
Exactly.
it's a drunk man's actions are a sober man's
a
thoughts.
sober man will be thinking too much, but not without action.
Without
Action.
the
But the
expression.
drunk man just acts.
Right,
Okay.
right.
I get that.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So exactly, I like the fact that you brought this into picture.
Right.
Holy Ten is a very talented artist, and I liked him very much. That I felt hurt. I felt my heart broken, like when he just mentioned about Winky D. No, not
Right.
because I know that people are gonna say, "Mauda mention Winky D for podcast, and you go to more popular or whatever it is." I love Winky D, man.
What's
Right.
with Winky D? Because I personally, I cannot say that I'm a fan of Winky D. I just know the guy, Nje, but not like I'm his biggest fan or that I follow him too much. But then it's like once you start mentioning his name or once you try and be on his bedside, it's like the whole social media attacks you. Like, what's with this guy? You know?
Well, maybe I'll let Peach answer that before I answer because I'm a big fan. I already said I'm a big fan. So
That's too
obviously,
personal now.
Yeah.
Someone who is not. I'm actually an HKD lady.
Magalis.
Right.
5-star. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
But of course, when it comes to Winky D, I've realized that of course he's a talented man, but I think that his fans kind of give him unnecessary attention and all that. Of course, he's quiet, and they want to be the speaker for
yeah.
him. And I think it's now getting out of hand. Because once you mention Winky D, just going with Winky D and Jah Prayzah. Yeah. It's
Right.
more like
Yeah,
what
like
Jah Prayzah,
seriously.
they are cherry boy and all that.
But I'll answer Peach on what she said.
It's
Not just
something-
because I'm a gaffer, but anyway, but the bottom line is that
Not saying that I hate him.
I know.
also listen to Winky D and Jah.
But
Kind of follow
if I
him,
may add,
but-
if I may add, when it comes to Winky D, it's all in the journey that he has taken to be where he is right now.
Exactly what I
like
wanted
from
to
where he started, like he started off with selling CDs, doing these whole concert
he's
and
very
shows.
humble.
So to that extent, like there wasn't much in terms of social media and technology advancement in Zimbabwe. Let's date back to 2004 when things started actually changing for him. So you can see that there is a whole lot of crowd that grew up knowing that you can turn out to be someone you want because they saw it in Winky D. Not that he's good or not that he's bad, but the fact that he has been able to be that source of inspiration and source of like a get out of jail free card. Like you can relate to him. He can tell you what he actually thinks.
But don't you think that people are now giving him so much credit that he doesn't deserve? Because they're
I'll
actually
answer that.
bigger artists than Winky D. We can say that. People, of course, are saying that Winky D is bigger than this and that. But according to, like, people on social media can be representing the whole fucking country, but we really know that this go. Okay, for me personally, I'm biggest fan of Jah Prayzah, and I feel like Jah Prayzah in a way is bigger than Winky D. But because people love Winky D,
you're gonna be hated for this. You're gonna be hated for saying this.
you're the first hater.
If
You're
you
the
were
first
going to be my
hater.
type, you're no longer my type. You're no longer my type.
Everyone listens to
And,
You're the
Jah
first
if you want to
hater.
become, no, you're no longer my type. Now let me answer you.
Okay.
Right? The first thing with Winky D. Right? If no, come on, like seriously, guys. If Winky D, just Winky D, if he was able to have a student to write a whole dissertation about him, many people who are snapping up university cannot understand what it takes to finish a
Journey.
dissertation. Yeah, that shit is so hard. Man,
Yeah.
it's not as easy as you
Look.
think. You know what I'm saying? Now, no, I'm answering you. I
Okay.
need to give you. I need to give you enlightenment. You understand? He said, Winky D, became big in a time where social media wasn't that very popular in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
In South Africa, in America, they're already big in social media, but in Zimbabwe, CDs, is my Discman. And kunoisirwa music, my flash, and my memory cards was the thing that was trending. and he managed to be big during that time.
Without any controversies.
Jah Prayzah is big. And we can never compare him to Winky D, not because he's bigger than Winky D or because Winky D is bigger than Jah Prayzah, just because what they sing is totally different.
Yeah, two different genres.
Generally, Jah Prayzah is younger than Winky D in the music industry in terms of just the exposure, because Winky D became bigger before Jah Prayzah.
But
Jah
you know
Prayzah
what
became no, listen, I just want to finish this. Jah Prayzah became bigger just after Winky D became bigger. You understand? Do you get what I'm saying? And then he became bigger, Jah Prayzah, to be at the same stage with what?
Winky
D.
So you're agreeing that these two are competing?
They are not competing, but I agree that these two are the best in both worlds.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay.
I'm not saying that the other is bigger than the other.
Yeah, it's not like comparing a cider and wine.
And wine, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or whiskey. We can compare Viceroy with Heineken.
It cannot be.
You know, okay.
This is some brandy or whatever.
Okay, let me say this, to end this whole argument. You know what they say in Shona?
Right.
So if I'm a fan of Jah Prayzah, I'm just going to say Jah Prayzah is bigger than Winky D.
So, but generally you're right, because ladies like Jah Prayzah.
We love him, we don't like him. We don't just like him, we love the guy.
I Phiri Jah Prayzah and Phiri
Peach, you gotta be on my side, come on.
And Phiri Winky.
I think Peach is just saying that as a controversy, because she knows what's going to come after.
I'm not even.
People are going to say, hey, I'm passing for a Jah Prayzah and Winky D conversation.
It's not like we're comparing, but we just say what we love.
If you notice where music is played, Jah Prayzah is likely to be played. Or you can find him on someone's playlist compared to Winky D.
Thank you.
Okay, in some sense, it's true.
It's
true.
If
you say it like that, I'll agree.
So, in personally, like I mentioned, I'm a five-star girl.
Freeman.
Yes. So, just people are on Jah Prayzah and Winky D, then I have to follow. I'm not that kind of person.
Thank you for saying that.
I'll just remain here.
So what she's trying to say is that psychologically, because Magali is outside to her Winky, and it's not tonight. So psychologically, she has already said.
So it's like you trying to recruit people to love Winky.
And I'm going to Tinashe mtarisa akazobuda akaitaura kuti Freeman is the best artist chichichi, but aida kutongonziwo wanzika, but chokwadi
let me just clear this whole argument.
Vanorespectwa mukuru sakana nemari.
Let me just clear all this argument. Winky D baba. Is that what you want? Winky D baba.
Vanhu vanofunga kuti mulife vanogona kungozopuwa mari namukuru
Winky D baba.
Free. I said big shout out Nash.
Right.
Okay, I said I'm gonna wrap this up. Winky D baba, is it?
Gafa.
And kana utozviramba izvozvo life yako unogona ita anonzi machi depression. I've seen Temba Gorimbo munhu ane muscles achisvika pakumbo close account. Munhu ane muscles anokwanisa kurova achikwanisa kumbo delete account because of mafans ava Winky D.
Do you know that we got a closest example? You once mentioned Wally.
Right.
I watched that guy. Honestly, I'm not a fan. I don't really follow the stories. But the moment he started criticizing Winky D, people started withdrawing. He had a lot of fans, but then he was so disrespectful towards Winky D. And then people started mocking that guy. Up until these days, it's just a mockery, you know?
Yeah. So you guys, I want to be honest now. Wangochivunza question yakwe which I haven't answered because I delve into Winky D and Jah Prayzah thing. That was not the topic. You asked fame. If you get famous, you're gonna be a different person. And I was giving an example of Wally. You know, Wally, what he needed was a manager like Banda. Banda, who's Winky D's manager right now. Because at some point, people might not know me out there. But at some point, when I was in Mashingo, where I come from, I felt the reason why we need managers.
Okay.
You understand? Because at some point, I became famous, but I was famous without money. That is quite hurting, right? You know, the worst thing that you want to experience in life is to be famous without money.
Right.
Because when you become famous without money, I have a show right here. Let's say this is Roland. We're gonna be having a show on the 12th of August. Right? We're gonna be having the Campus Chill Out Volume 4, and this show is gonna be blowing up because students are gonna be here and a lot of people are gonna be here, right?
Okay.
But then people expect the following morning with the show organized through Uncle Kyle with his team. Nemari yavakawana paipa Uncle Kyle ufana kutomuka achitova Benz kana kuti Jeep kana kuti whatever kana, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some good car. But then I walk in town netsoka or ndakwira lift. Right. And people are gonna be like, damn. Ko Uncle arushawa papi chichi kutadzisa, what's happening? Munhu akaita mari nezuro arifamba netsoka. Munhu angari aipisa pachinhu chachi ari MC, you know what I'm saying? So what I can tell you is good. It hurts because now you are trying to live the life that is not you.
Okay.
You are trying to live the life that people expect. So I have to hire a car. I have to talk to Uncle Rich. Say, Uncle Rich, I need to use the car in the town but I'm using actually my money to put fuel in Uncle Rich's car, which I'm gonna use. Because people, if they see me in Shwamani Tsoka, they're gonna be like, no, Jiti Sakayo. Right. With how famous he is, and he's also featuring on the podcast, the social scene. People are gonna be like, so it hurts. But I got to learn that when I started being famous. And that's when I got to learn that I need management. Right. You see Master H. Master H has always been good. And I can tell you, in Mashingo, the Motion Entertainment was the first people and I was part of it. You know? Me and the dog and Sekuchi and Flex and Nix, you know, we had to make sure that we bring Master H. But people couldn't understand why are they bringing. There was Master H and Votes actually. You know, it was some summer event. You know, it should be summer fiesta or so. And people were like, who's Master H? We had to force people to listen to Master H in the marketing. We had to send music of Master H in the groups. Master H doesn't even know, but we had to do marketing of his songs in the groups, mashing or to say some of the songs that you expect Master H to play at the event, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that people, it can sink in people. Right. So that when Master H comes, he wasn't too popular that time. Right. And Mponda Sugar, I think Mponda Sugar, Mponda Sugar ndiye manager of Master H. Yeah, man. Yeah. Mponda Sugar, we had to manage that guy very well. Right. Transcend that, I think is Arutera Matsimba Euda Banda. Because Master H is low-key in terms of his other lifestyle. But the music, he's feeling you see is.
Yeah, I remember the other time I was even asking this friend of mine, is he married?
Right. You see. But in Ango Drugusia, one of the ladies are Kujga. Yeah. Which I will not mention on the podcast. No,
but whoever that lady is, should know that there's a crash.
But he's famous. Yeah. But one of my I mean, you can't expect Master H to. Outside the countries that show that you went over. Obvious. Sorry, I go Master H.
That comes back to the same question that I asked you. Fame. So whenever you hold a show, you have to make sure that someone.
It's not good. You have to make sure, but I've been in a situation where fame, pap, level pap. Nditara zve Zimbabwe kana zvemarare zvelevel ipapo mashingo nasvika level kuti ndai kunotosvika ndichitorwa shoka unenge wakatorongerwa maladies nemaorganizers eshow maladies ari kuuya achikuofa wine kana kuti whatever alcohol varotouya vatoudzwa futi kuti vane 2 missions they kuofa wine iri kubva and then nekuzoti chipa company.
Right. So it's like they are paying for sexual.
That keeping company.
No, we're going back to the first question.
And these girls actually, do you know these girls? I don't know.
Someone who might work at a proper
because these ladies, achawana mari kuti ndanakirwa naye and in pleasure, I'll pay. And
leave it. And then probably.
If utabadara ne company yari kushandira yamuti muno mchano profeta mabias abadara food.
Fame.
And then inini ndichafamba futi ndichidezera kuti mwana wandakadya last night kushavane pandakaenda kushoka akaipa anonzi ningi. And some other guys who feel like they're in competition with me who also want to be smashing that chick as well. I feel
yeah. But just to be clear, when it comes to fame and money, I'm just going to add to what Uncle Kyle was saying. When you have money, you need to have discipline and proper management with it.
Thank you.
Right. When you do not do that, the next thing that's going to happen is you becoming broke overnight, because you fail to add up the math right. So this is advice to whoever is watching the podcast right now. We can just as well tell them that when it comes to money, you need to have proper discipline with it, have plans with it, and make sure whatever that you're putting, whatever you're using that money for, is helping you grow. Because if you don't do that, you're going to be destroyed with fame and the money. Like you were saying, for a guy who like Holitain, for Holitain, we need to know that like he's very good. Let me say this, maybe he like is very, very, very good. But the problem comes with the fame. When it gets into your head, you end up saying the things that you didn't even want to say to begin with. So we can blame him all we want, but to be to be fair with him, we can just tell them like fame got to him. Yeah, he didn't escape from it. But I'm not supporting, but I'm just saying the fame got to him. It came knocking.
The money coming.
To add to that, I feel like with fame, the more you get famous, you also have to set some boundaries. What he's been saying about ladies, you gotta smash every lady. That doesn't mean that it's really necessary for you to be like, whenever you go out to an event or anything, you have to smash girls. You need to set like boundaries. You have to have self-respect. Personally,
we can just put it in different ways, like you in different people. If you are married.
Thank
right.
you.
If you're not
gotta
married,
though you're not married, you gotta have some. You gotta be smart. Be fussy. Don't just smash in jail because you're famous. You can have any. Of course, if you're famous, you can just have any girl you want. But learn to have some self-respect. Personally, respect yourself. Just be fussy. Like I cannot touch this. This is just nonsense. You know. Even if you're like, thank you for bringing up the married man. If you're married and then you're famous, you gotta.
Are you married? By the way, let me ask.
I'm single and searching, guys. I'm available anytime.
Up for grabs.
You brought out your thing.
Yeah.
So does it mean that everybody who's married has gotta have a ring?
Not really, but sometimes,
No, let's ask. We're asking.
Spoiler alert.
Thank you.
Married men out there.
Can I know about?
You look married though.
Why?
You just look married.
Where's your
You
ring?
see?
What I was talking about.
Hey, God.
Oh my goodness.